is missing. The opposition and all that lane switching. This is what the game missing. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This will be taken short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 180! 12.
Tighten up.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Hey, gun.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
11. Hey, alert.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Allen Bailey, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Garoppolo finding his tight end, Kittle. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Garoppolo. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Throwing to start the drive. Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Love. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Love. It's caught. Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 22. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Let's get it. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Operating from the gun. Love gets it off to Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now it's Breida. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first down, here's Breida. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
65, 65. 11. Hey, Delta.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rap, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Mark 56. Ready, go. Ready, go.
To throw on 2nd down. Love. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Here we go. Set. 90. Roll. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Falcons 3.
Red. 18 Gator.
That's what I do.
Ready.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
They run. Devontae Freeman. Freeman a 1st down and more. And down to the 29-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive. Let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Ready,
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10.
Right, sweetheart. Ready.
From the gun, Love. Complete to Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Here we go. 8, read.
They'll run on first down. It's Freeman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
Set, ready. 70 in. Not here. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. H3, 2, 18. Chopper.
On second down, Freeman. And he's got room. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have retaken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Bryant's extra point up and good, and the lead is now 10-7. Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. A nice little juke. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, 49ers. That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run. And the 49ers have retaken the lead.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking out some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives. So a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator is a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch the slant, watch the slant, watch the slant. Seam 6. Like 5-4, like 5-4, like 5-4.
Looking to throw. Love. Jones has it. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
8-yard pickup. And the Falcon first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
I'm coming.
Now it's Freeman. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Get ready.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Here we go. 60 orange. 54. Check.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it's going to be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Austin Hooper, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Ready. 54's mine. Check. Watch 54. I'm coming after you.
Operating from the gun, Love. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 39.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
Here we go.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. back to throw. Love. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Austin Hooper. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Allen Bailey able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1-minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
To throw on 3rd down. Love. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Time remaining for likely one final play. You're on your side of the field, but, heck, and he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off. off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead, now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers or count.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Bryant's extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And some room to maneuver. And it's a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Following the fumble recovery. Love escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, here's Freeman. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 2nd and 11. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but closed there quickly at the end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Hey, 11. 6. 13. Hey, 7.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the 1st down. Garoppolo gives to Breida. And an alley to run. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
65. 11. Alpha.
On 2nd and inches. Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. Yeah, boy, that hole closed quickly, and I don't think McKinnon got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. In for the score, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Gold to add the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Now Ito Smith. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go,
49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And 5 at the 23-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go. 11, 11, 11. 11.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 for the Niners there to 1st down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Now Garoppolo. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Gold with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Love. This complete to Jones. 85 catches for him on the year now, and the result there is a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as they have taken the lead. So minutes after giving up the lead in the fourth quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you ever see Saul? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
13 yards there and a Niner first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Breida. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run with Breida. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. That one covers 29 yards, first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. This is Breida. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run again with Breida. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 20, 10, and this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, or they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Desmond Trufant, and to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Falcons, it will wind up a .500 season as the win means they'll finish right at 8-8. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for the Niners, this might wind up being a tough pill to swallow as they're going to finish the season at 9-7. And they'll get their shot at playoff football as they'll be on the road next week as a wild card. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in them. Ice cream whip, triple.